But I say unto you, love your enemies. Bless them that curse you. Do good to them that hate you. And pray for them which despitefully use you and persecute you.
Which is the first commandment of all?
Hear, O Israel, the Lord our God is one Lord. Thou shalt love the Lord thy God with all thy heart, and with all thy soul, and with all thy might, and with all thy strength. This is the first and great commandment, and the second is like unto it. Thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. On these two commandments hang all the law and the prophets.
Master, thou hast said the truth. There is one God, and none other but He. And to love Him with all the heart, and with all the understanding, and with all the soul, and with all the strength, and to love his neighbor as himself, is more than all the whole burnt offerings and sacrifices.
Thou art not far from the kingdom of God.
Hey, you guys! Good to see you. Good to see you. And we're live. We're live. Well, I'm saying we're live. We're live with you guys in the chat, but I'm here on my own. Vicky's got a headache, so she won't be in chat. I dare say Luke will pop in at some point. Don't see him yet, but I dare say he'll pop in at some point later on. This is the third part of this topic to do with the Strawman. That it's definitely got to take a fourth. We're an hour in, still in 2 hours left, so it's definitely got to have a fourth episode, which I will do on Monday. I've already sorted something different for tomorrow, just so it's a break from it. But Monday we'll finish it, and then I've already got the next few days live streams sorted out on my channel. Apart from Mondays, but I know what I'm doing on Monday. I meant in voice chat in StreamYard, babe. But there she is at the minute. Got a headache. So Jid, if you haven't got paracetamol, babe, take that Lemsip, because that's got paracetamol in it. You know what I mean? It'll help, sort of thing. But I don't see Jimenez. I'm gonna have to look for see if he's put any new observations on. Let's have a look. But hold on, let me say hello to everybody in chat first. Baza, good to see you. I see you were backstage at one point. I don't come in till the very last minute, to be honest. I wouldn't have been there. So bless you, bro. Nice one, dude. You said in private chat, just come and say hey. Cheers, bro. Bless you, man. Always a pleasure. So Baza, Miss Mop Queen Bee, good to see you, babe. Alan, good to see you, bro. That seems to be and Dave, good to see you, bro. Can't fix stupid. Good to see you. So there's the Jimmy boy. There he is. Let's see what Rumble is saying. Is it started? Confuses me, Rumble. Sometimes it doesn't feel like it started. Has it started now? It's weird. It's like it plays your avatar for a little bit and then it takes a minute to start. It's a little bit strange. It's a little bit. But I noticed in Rumble, I got a notification in Rumble, and I don't look at my notifications. It just so happened I seen it, and I was like, oh yeah, 21 followers. It's gone up one. But I seen the notification. I know who the follower is. It's bloody Brenda Debates. I will actually show you. Actually, let me just show you the Rumble side, and I'll show you what Brenda Debates avatar is on the Rumble side. It's an avatar of a woman smacking a man in the face. So it's exactly what it is. An avatar of a woman smacking a man in the face. That's Brenda Debates. Brenda, I know I can't get rid of you as a follower. I can't do that. I can't. If you type in chat, I can get rid of you. But don't know why you're following me, Brenda, because We've got nothing in common. You don't believe the things I believe. You don't believe in a flat earth. You believe in globe. You don't believe there's a God. I believe in God. I believe in Christ. You don't. Nothing in common. So why are you following me? I don't want you to follow me. But we know why. So they control. But let's have a look. Let's have a look. How did I do it? Oh, I need to go to account overview first. I just want to show you the avatar. Followers. There we go. Let's go there. Yeah. Will it show me that? Well, let me show you in big. It won't. It won't. It won't. And let me if I make the page bigger. Hold on. Oh, wrong one. Wrong one. That one. I want to say that. Right. I've made it bigger by wow. Right. It's as big as I'm going to do it. Right. So I'll show you the avatar. Present. Share screen. And there you go. That's Brenda Debates. That's who's following me. It's an avatar of a woman socking a guy right in the face. Does that not show you what type of people they are? You know what I mean? It's actually a guy that wants to be a woman. And that's just showing you. That's like a metaphor for it. Yeah, let's slap this guy over the face, man. Idiot. What an absolute idiot, Brenda. Stop following me. Get rid of take me off your follow list. I don't need you in my chat. I don't need you here. Simple. Anyway, let me get that back down. 100. Right, all good. Right. So I reckon it was this. Hold on, let me see when it was made. Well, no, been a bit 13th of Jan 2023. Probably the same time as Flats's Rumble account was made. I don't know. But I don't want you in my. I don't want you following me, Brenda. Simple. Simple. Anyway. Stop sharing that. Okay, so good to see you in the Rumble side. 2 people are there at the minute. Matthew, good to see you. Anybody else come in? Oh, Luke's came in. Good to see you, bro. I'm at least that. Yeah, no problem, dude. No problem. I've got I'm showing a little Eric debate video first. Why I can't remember what it's called. It's about why you ain't flat earthers yet. Something like that. Dave Banner's live as well. He's always live on a Saturday, babe. He's always live on a Saturday. He goes live for a good few hours. Okay, we'll watch we'll do the bit. Yeah, Brenda, follow me. I don't need Brenda to follow me. You know why? And it just shows you what they're like when they're making avatars up, and it's just it's a comic strip by the looks of it, but it's a woman slapping a guy in the face. Why? That is just, if that was the other way around, a guy slapping a woman in the face, guarantee someone would have something to say about it, you know? Sorry. Exactly. But that's what I'm just saying. I've just showed the avatar. Brenda's just started following me on Rumble. I can't get rid of Brenda just like that. I have to wait till I can't say unfollow. You can't get a subscriber. You can't just strike them off your list. You can ban them once they're in chat and all that, but you can't just strike them off the list. It's up to them to unfollow. But why follow me? You know, why follow me with nothing in common? I just don't like the avatar. I mean, it's just disgusting. Because if that was me with an avatar of a guy slapping a woman, I bet Brenda would have something to say about it. You know, guaranteed. Anyway, I'll start off. Oh, let's see. Where's Jim again? Is he done? Let's see if he's got anything new. We'll do a couple of gems thing, then I'll do the debate, then we'll get on with the topic. It's going to start it's about law. It started on the topic of law today, so let's have a look at that. Let's do a couple of Jim's observations first. Oh, come on, where's my there it is. I lost my StreamYard for a second. Jim videos, re-edits, a couple of re-edits. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do the art. I had to go and get my hair cut today. It was bugging me. It was too long, so I went and got it cut. So feels a bit better on the head. All right. A couple of re-edits. Yeah, let's play these. Bing, bing, bing. Be honest, who said that? Alan. He said, PJ, can you go to the channel, report and block them? Then you won't see them each. Like, I don't know. I'll have to. I don't know how Rumble works. I'll have to check that out. Nice one for that. I never thought of that, Alan. But I'll check after the stream. I'll check after the stream. That's a good idea. But because I don't know exactly how Rumble works at the minute. I know I'm not streaming to it, but I'm new to Rumble in the past 2 weeks. You know, so I'm not sure exactly how it works. But actually, all right, I can't help playing this. I don't know why I stopped it. Because it was right at the end of it anyway. Next one. Oh, a Saturn one. Good. Wait. One more from Jim, then we'll do the out debate, the one that's only a 6-7 minute video, 6 minute video, then we'll get on with the topic. So that's not loads. Reddit. Let's do this one. Oh, you just did that about half an hour ago. That's cool, man. Nice one, Jimmy boy. Nice one. Thank you, sir. Thank you. It's a bit weird. Hold on. Okay, on the YouTube side, my thing is bang up to the corner. My face cam, webcam was bang up to the corner, but on Rumble side, there's a little bit of space at the side. What's that with? Is that just for? Oh, that's right. Okay, that's you push that right. Okay. I get it. Sorry, just mumbling myself. Right, out debate video, and then we'll get on with it. Like I say, if I don't put too much input in, is because I'm new. I'm new to this topic. Again, I've given you one in the past few days on it, but there you go. You know this already. Where's the other debate one? The real reason you're not a flat earther.
What would it take to convince you that the Earth is not a spinning globe? Do you think you could ever be convinced otherwise? Or are you so confident
Not a problem, Jim. Thanks to you, bro. Thank you, bro.
in this cosmology that nothing could change your mind? One of the main differences that pits flat earthers in stark contrast to globe believers, is the fact that flat earthers have shown the capacity to consider new information with an open mind, and if necessary, admit that they were wrong.
And that's
99%.
it. That's it. Like when people said back then about the 20, oh, if we haven't got 24, if we've got a 24-hour sun, just go to Antarctica, find out we've got a 24-hour sun, then it's a globe. If we haven't, then it's a flat Earth. You know what I mean? People who was just learning about flat Earth back then wasn't hesitant in saying that because it would make sense. You know what I mean? But the more they learned, the more their opinions their views became more open and do you know what I mean? And open to critique as well. So yeah, people's ideas evolve, people's opinions evolve sometimes. So you can't take what someone said 10 years ago and think, well, they still think that now, guaranteed. And that's exactly what Duffy and all that's doing, you know, taking people's videos, what they said 10 years ago, and taking it for, that's exactly what they think today, you know, and using it against you, which is what they're going to do, obviously.
Of all modern-day flat earthers were once globe believers themselves, and were subjected to the same mainstream media and public school indoctrination as everyone else. So what allows some to see past their confirmation bias and hinders others from ever even opening their minds to the possibility? There is one key characteristic, one personality trait that is particularly noticeable in flat earthers that is rarely seen in globe defenders. The more
I just noticed on the Rumble side as well that when you go live, you get a red light next to your name when it goes live. Well, your profile is actually got a red name, so it's not just your channel goes live; it's your profile. It's weird. It's weird. I don't understand why you need a profile and a channel. It's weird. It's the same thing to me.
The more you pay attention to people on
Rumble,
both sides of the issue, the more blatantly clear it becomes with time. This most obvious difference between those who accept and reject the flat earth is humility. I can already hear the audible groans and see their eye globes rolling back in the...
I would agree with them. A lot of it, why they're not flat earthers, is because pride. Because they haven't got much humility. Because they can see the logic in flat earth. They can see that, it works better than the heliocentric model, but they'll stick to the heliocentric model because they're called Desog, just because that's the way they know it, you know, and are unwilling to change. That comes under pride. You know what I mean? If you can't be humble yourself enough to be objective about it, at least, you know?
Their sockets. But it's true. The main reason most people reject flat earth
He's using AI now. I'm definitely using a lot of AI.
is because they lack
I don't like the old hand signal, obviously, but I suppose it is an acid dude.
the humbleness to accept that they might be wrong.
It's just humbleness. I would just say humility. I mean, humbleness is actually a word. It probably is, but humbleness, I would just say humility. It's just the same thing, isn't it?
And cannot temper their egos long enough to truly listen to and fully consider the opposing side. Deep down, they don't want to admit that they may have been duped.
Oh, tell me about it, Alan. I know. And it's this month they're meant to be going, but not this. Yeah, literally tomorrow. Tomorrow is the month they're meant to be going. So in about a week or two, is it? Yeah, I know, dude. We know they're gonna come back and say it, but we're going to be hearing about 24 hours some for the next year at least. You know, in a big way. In a big way.
And so we'll continue to double and triple down on debunked explanations rather than opening their minds to new possibilities.
And that's the thing, they have been debunked 100 times. Oh my goodness, look. 200 proofs the Earth is not a spinning ball by Eric DeVries. This is his book now.
Over the past decade, I have spoken with thousands of detractors and watched hundreds of hours of globe apologists making reaction videos to my 200 proofs Earth is not a spinning ball.
Well, that's true. He must have seen a lot of content come out of his 200 proofs that's not a spinning ball. He was one of the first ones to do it on Flat Earth, so all the globers were straight onto that. So he would have got the most recognition to start off with when it comes to flat Earth debate, but in a bad way. In a bad way. I dare say he had to put up with a lot of trolls. I mean, I know he doesn't believe the same as me when it comes to faith, when it comes to Christ. I know that, but flat Earth, he's good at. He's good at.
And other presentations. And the main behavior on display, consistently, without fail, is a smug, snarky, sarcastic, superior,
Always.
holier than thou, arrogant attitude.
Pontificating.
Globe apologists tend to be so sure of their position that they rarely allow an entire sentence to be spoken before interrupting to regurgitate the explanations taught in their third-grade science textbooks. The irony is that myself and other flat earthers
About 2 weeks. Yeah, I thought that, Alan.
are well aware of these explanations and can recite them too. The difference is that we are skeptical and open-minded enough to carefully consider alternative explanations before immediately jumping to such foregone conclusions. Think back to when you were a child first learning all of this. What did it actually take for you to believe in it back then? If you are truly honest with yourself, you first believed it because you were a young child, too naive.
Exactly. I was told about it. I knew in my head that it was wrong because I remember questioning it, looking at the horizon, questioning that. Oh, if it's round, why is that flat? Why is it always a straight line? You think about someone being upside down from your antipodal chair, doesn't work. You just think they should be falling off, you know, when you're a kid. So as a kid, you are questioning it, but you completely believe the globe because you're told it's true by your elders who know better than you know, who you think know better than you.
To know any better, and your parents, teachers, and every other adult around you accepted it as fact. In other words, our initial acceptance of heliocentric cosmology is more the result of argument from authority than from actual sound reasoning. Granted, we are given a few supposed proofs of the globe.
Matthew, you explained flat Earth 3 times to a mate of yours, and he admits he knows nothing about it. I mean, flat Earth is not that hard to understand, really. I mean, that's indoctrination for you. To understand flat Earth, I mean, apart from all the technical bloody, when it comes to scientific stuff, we equations and all that stuff, yeah, forget that. Logic dictates that you can see to your brain that it's flat. I mean, to understand that things water lies level, resting bodies water lie level is not hard. To understand that the horizon is straight and level is not hard. To understand that space is fixed is not hard. To understand that you need containment for gas pressure is not hard. It's just indoctrination. It's just indoctrination they can't get past. Exactly. Some people don't want to know either. Exactly, bro. Exactly. And then they'll understand the simplicity of flat Earth, the logic of it in their head, but it won't be like a revelation to them because they're just indoctrinated to the globe and they don't want to know, like you say.
And told that flat Earth was a mistaken belief of our ignorant ancestors. But the main method of indoctrination,
far from ignorant, I would say, far from ignorant, you know, but that's what we were told,
is through simple omission. Students are only ever educated about one perspective, one possibility, and told it is the gospel truth. Through centuries of censorship,
deduction alone tells you that Earth's flat. It's easily inferred. It's easily inferred.
Of information available on geocentrism and the flat Earth has been systematically silenced and hidden from academia. Myself and other modern flat earthers, with the help of the internet, have recently brought dozens of incredible books long out of print back into the hands of young minds. The fact of the matter is that if students were given equal school time to study geocentric material as they are heliocentric, the globe would quickly lose its popularity and no longer enjoy its reign as an uncontested consensus cosmology. I have personally been diligently studying geocentrism and the flat Earth for nearly 15 years now. I have read over 100 books and thousands of old newspaper and magazine articles on the subject. I have performed my own experiments and demonstrations to learn from personal experience, and have spoken to thousands of people from all walks of life on the matter. Meanwhile, how many globe believers can say the same? How many of these adamant globe defenders
It's only flat earthers I see doing it, going out doing demonstrations, going out doing experiments, going out doing observations. You know, it's only them. Yeah, there's a few globals that do it, but in general, no. They just take the piss out of the ones that do it.
have actually read an entire flat earth book? How many have read 10? They will usually claim to have done their due diligence in researching flat earth before rejecting it, but the reality is that none of them have really delved deep or done so with an open mind. You must approach the subject without any bias or preconceived notions, and with the fresh eyes of a child, just like when you first learned the heliocentric globe model. It isn't easy to overcome a lifetime of propaganda. You must honestly humble yourself to the possibility that you have been fooled, and everything you were taught was a lie. Otherwise, even when you look, you won't see. When you listen, you won't hear.
Exactly, Alan. Alan said, I thought digging a hole to China was so stupid. Me too. Say where we are from in Scotland, that it was Australia. We were told dig a hole to Australia. Where you guys are from, probably China. Yeah. But yeah, I always thought I was silly. You know, like you just think about it. Digging down, standing up, you could dig. Just see you could do all that. You can dig down, and you got to come. You just see you dug all the way down. You got to come out feet first or head first. You know. It's silliness to think it just doesn't work. None of it works. It doesn't matter how much you say about gravity, how much you say about a ball, how much you say about a vacuum. Gravity is not the glue that holds everything together. You know, like they think it is. It's just ridiculous. But yeah, you figured you'd end up in hell if you could dig deep enough. You would. You'd end up in Sheol. If you could dig deep enough, you'd end up in Sheol. That's where you'd end up, bro. Heart of the earth. Says the earth is moving but can't feels it. But then laughs at flat earth. Exactly, bro. Exactly. And look at that thing you see the guys balancing stones on top of each other next to a brook and stuff like that. How he has to get the balance point of that rock on the next rock perfect and manages to do it all the way up, which is a perfect balancing act. And the slightest little rumble, the slightest little vibration would knock that down. But yet, nothing.
When you read, you won't comprehend, and when you think, you won't ponder. If you cannot first empty your cup, then it is impossible to refill it with pure water.
Exactly. Does that make sense? This here, the second one across, Globe Earthers, does that make sense at all? No, it doesn't. It doesn't. Like water holding itself up in a hill. Come on. Okay, bro. Okay, I'll have a look.
If you cannot first unlearn what you were originally taught, then it is impossible to learn anything new contrary to it.
And good to see you, Tony, by the way. Good to see you. I'll just go and have a look now.
If you cannot first clear your mind of heliocentric indoctrination, you will lack the discernment necessary to recognize the geocentric truth. You have been systematically fed a complex web of lies designed to make you reject your own common sense and lived experience.
I'm not sure. I think evening time would be better. Well, Vicky's not over here until next week anyway. But when you are coming over, I don't mind. Whatever times suits you, bro. Whatever time suits you. I stream in the afternoon, didn't I? So anytime after a stream in the afternoon, I suppose. Like you know what time I stream till? Maybe 4 o'clock-ish at the most. Anytime after that, I suppose. That'd be cool. I mean, it's entirely up to you. I could work around you if you wanted. Vicky's got to be here anyway. I won't be going anywhere. I have to tidy my little bed sit for you. But yeah, anytime in the afternoon. But even if that didn't suit you and you want to come in the morning, dude, it's up to you. Honestly. But aye, bless you, man. Nice one for that. So anytime, bro. But if you want to wait till after streaming time, then it'll be in the afternoon sometime. So anytime, dude. To be honest, in the afternoon, anytime in the morning, anytime at night, just anytime. But like I say, if you want to wait till after streaming, that'll be after 4 o'clock. Tony, that'd be cool.
Experience of the world. You have been taught that this notion of flat Earth is something so ridiculous that it should only be laughed at, and that anyone advocating for it must be utterly unintelligent or completely crazy. So your immediate and confident rejection of the notion is no different than your leg extending when hit with a reflex hammer.
Yeah, 12 p.m. fine. That's all good, bro. That's excellent.
Your exasperated eye rolls and permanent smirks were programmed into you, as was the list of questions that instantly roll off your tongue, like, but why would they lie? What does it matter? And where are the whistleblowers? All of these, and even more specific questions, like, why is Earth the only flat planet? Why isn't Polaris visible from Australia?
Why is Earth the only flat planet? Yeah, them questions. Why is every other planet? How can Earth be flat if every other planet is spherical? No, you're only assuming that they are planets. You're assuming this is a planet as well. Huh? Cool, Tony. Cool.
And how does the Eratosthenes experiment work on a flat Earth? All
It doesn't.
have valid, sound answers from a geocentric perspective. If you haven't already, please do me, yourself, and the world a favor by reading or watching my free, full...
There it is. I just thought I'd show that one just as a starter. No point in commenting on that any further. We all know about it anyway. Right, let's get on with it. The next topic is going on to is law. Like I say, if I'm quiet, it's because I haven't got much input to put in it. Like I say, I'm new to it and I'm learning. So let's do it. I think we're an hour and one in. It's just literally about to start the law side of it.
Meet your straw man.
Right. An hour and one, I think it was.
All guilty of unjust enrichment and fraud for deceiving the buyer and the people, and for acting in concert in this joint endeavor to deceive the buyer. Dealing with the police.
Right, so this is the one. This is where it's starting here, dealing with the police, so law side of it, law side of things.
Years ago, a policeman was your friend and defender. Things have changed now that police forces have become...
I'm sorry, before we went on, well, I'm just saying that. When my dad told me when he was a kid, he was born in 1936, and he used to like smash old windows and stuff like that when he was a kid. He was roguish as well. But in 1936, when he got caught by the police doing things like that, the police took him home to mum and dad. Mum and dad dealt with him, or the cop was allowed to give him a slap in the ear and take him home as well. You know what I mean? He didn't get busted, didn't get charged or anything like that. Copper was like your neighborhood, you know what I mean? He was there to help. Nowadays, it's not. It's a police state now. Nowadays they used to be called the police force. Now they're called the police service. But they should have kept the police force because that's what they are. Is a force. They're not a service. They're not here for us at all. But it used to be, friend, once upon a time, you could take it. Like I say, my dad got his ear clipped and taken home.
Commercial organizations dedicated to producing a profit by taking money from you in the form of speeding fines, parking fines, and any number of other charges. It was stated on national TV recently that in the last 13 years, 3,000 additional offenses have been invented. As each individual police force is a commercial company, in a way like a McDonald's restaurant in strategy, It has no authority.
See, the normal mind wouldn't even think of it as that it's a company to make money. They think of it as a service, that it's there to do something to help us, when really it's not. They work for the firm, not the people. Yeah, exactly, big. Exactly. Tony, okay, Mr. Super Chat. Call me Mr. Super Chat. I'm Mr. Super Chat.
To enforce anything any more than a McDonald's has.
Hey to the 6 people watching on the Rumble side. Good to see you guys. Nobody in chat yet, like in Rumble side, but good to see 5 people watching. Sorry.
The men and women who work under the banner of their local police force have 2 separate roles. When they take up their occupation, they take an oath of office, pledging to uphold the law.
You met Adam Meakin, have you? He's cool. Do you know when I seen what Adam Meakin actually looked like? I had no idea. In my head, he looked nothing like what I pictured. But what when I actually seen a picture of him in my head, when I heard his voice and all that, that's nothing like what he looked like to me in my head. I was shocked. But Adam's cool, man. Adam's cool. So you met Adam, John Thor, Harry from Global. Oh, okay. Sven B and Adam Meakin. Fair play. Oh, that's cool. The only person I've met out of our kind of group is Michael Kahn. I went and stayed with him before this. I made a video of it. Well, he made a video, but then I made a video a year later, the year anniversary of it, sort of thing.
That oath and nothing else gives them the authority to act, to
Tall and skinny. I know. I seen it. I seen a picture of him. It was show me. Is it LVA Paul possibly? Show me a pic of him. I think it was. Aye, tall and skinny. He just didn't seem. When I seen him, I was like, no, that's not what your voice makes you look like.
enforce common law. That is, the few things which are listed near the start of the legalese section above. It does not authorize them to do anything connected with so-called government statutes. So, they have been trained to use legalese to entrap uninformed members of the public.
Your neck still hurts from looking up at him.
To be fair, it is highly likely that the members of the police force are not aware of what they are doing and do not understand the difference between legal statutes, in parentheses, which are optional, and the lawful common.
Awful. See, like I say, once upon a time, up until 4 to 6 months ago, maybe I didn't know the difference myself between legal and lawful. Thought it was the same thing. Oh yeah. It's come. When was it? Was it April? Come June time, I think April, May, June-ish. That'll be 2 years since I went to meet him. Yeah, he was meant to come the year after, but it didn't happen. Come to my side, but it just didn't happen for some reason. But yeah, nearly 2 years. Nearly 2 years now. Well, not nearly 2 years. A year, just over a year and a half.
Law requirements which apply to everyone and are not optional.
Actually, let me go on my video side. And I'll put the link in from a video from when the year's anniversary, because I used his video that he used for meeting me off the train, and then I edited it in with some of my own from when I was up there and made a video out of it, when North meets North, sort of thing. I think that's what I called it. Well, that's what was in the thumbnail, when North meets North. I don't know if it's what am I doing? Oh yeah, my channel. New channel. Videos. I ain't done a video in 9 days. Right, where is it? A bit further down in that area. It is 7 months ago. 7 months ago was the year anniversary, sort of thing. Oh yeah, wow. 10 minutes on the dot video I made. Wow. That was a good one. Right, so there's the link for it. Yeah. Let me make it. That's like for huh. 10 minutes. Wow. How did I manage to make it a 10-minute video? Yeah. Cool.
Please don't get me wrong. Most policemen and policewomen do a great job and assist members of the public, often above and beyond the requirements of their job, opposing bullying, intimidation, fraud, etc., and comforting in cases of bereavement or injury. Admittedly, the commercial companies who control the police forces are working hard to end this sort of positive behavior, using ridiculous health and safety regulations as an excuse, even to the extent that police officers are instructed to stand by and watch somebody drown and not attempt to save them. This is not the choice of the officer, but the instructions of the owner.
That's weird to say that. When I was in hospital, my feet, when I had my accident, I smashed my heels, compound fracture of both calcaneum, my left ankle, when I fell out of a third block window. I was in hospital with someone who'd lost bottom part of his leg and nearly the bottom part of his other leg as well. From he was standing, his car had broke down. He was standing side of his car, or kind of at the back of it, and a lorry went past him too quickly. A truck went past him too quickly and sucked him under and ran over his legs. And now he was really, really bleeding out when he comes from out of consciousness. And someone was trying to tourniquet his legs off, and the police were standing by there saying, "No, he's dead. He's bled out. Just leave him. There's no point in tourniqueting him up." And the guy says, "No, I'm tourniqueting him up. He's still alive." He says, "Look, there's no way he's going to make it. Just leave him." And the guy heard this. I think he went to sue the police as well. But yeah, he heard this. And he's alive, obviously. But that's what they said. Leave him, to the guy who was trying to tourniquet his legs off. Why the hell is the signal down all the time? Not that it's making a difference, but I hate when it does this. It's staying down longer as well.
Of the company. Because these thousands of invented offenses don't apply to anybody unless they agree to be bound by them, it becomes essential for a police officer to, in parentheses, possibly inadvertently, persuade a member of the public to agree to subject himself to these unnecessary restrictions and agree to pay invented cash penalties to the local.
Hey, Dad.
I said I met you 4 years before I joined YouTube.
What?
I said in chat I met you 4 years before I joined YouTube.
Before you joined YouTube? What are you talking about? You joined YouTube about last year. You met me in 2012. What year are you in? I'm the one who's been watching Doctor Who, not you. What the hell?
I put it in chat and then I was like, 4 years, that's not right.
4 years. Why 4? Where did you get that from?
I think because we got together like 4 years before I joined YouTube.
Probably. You're a weird one.
I just wanted to clarify that I don't know what I'm doing.
You what? I can't hear what you're saying.
I don't know what I'm...
No, you don't.
Yeah, no. So I didn't meet him 4 years ago. I met him 12 years ago.
Yeah, time definitely flies. They're doing it. Time definitely flies.
Right, I'm going now.
Oh, yeah. All right, then.
Love you. Bye.
Signal, hold on. This signal's staying down longer and longer. They need to sort it out. I mean, it doesn't make a difference in a minute because there's no much video playing, but it should be. It's actually been down for about 30 seconds so far. Don't know why. It's just getting longer every time.
You need to ring them.
Yeah. Oh well.
Love
but
you.
when I'm on flats, it's weird. It always says it's 10 out of 10, but here it's got a different thing. It's got like a Wi-Fi signal thing saying it's down. But yeah, I can kind of see it a little bit glitchy, but yeah, it's a pain. All right, just got a quick clip.
I love you.
Right, I love you. Right,
Bye.
an hour and 4. I'm got a quick clip.
Bye.
All right, love you. I'm going to quickly change parts and then I'm going to refresh it. See if it helps. There's no nothing. Right, and now, now I'm going to refresh it. Sorry, I'll be back in a sec. So, an hour and 4. Back in a sec.
Meet your straw. This is not an innocent question, and it is essential that you are careful in what you say, as there are legalese booby traps all over the place. One suitable reply is, the law does not require me to provide that information, which is entirely correct.
Yeah, close enough to it.
Number 1. And no matter how often the question is asked, the answer is always the same. It is important not to argue with a police officer, as that is another legalese booby trap which makes you subject to the thousands of hateful regulations designed to part you from your money. So, only answer questions, ideally with a non-aggressive question, and don't volunteer any information. If the police officer says, you were exceeding the speed limit, you could say, was I? As you don't argue, nor do you say that the common law does not require.
To be honest, I've seen plenty of videos on that, actually, people being able to outwit the cops that way. Cops that don't even know their own law, you know what I mean? That they're meant to enforce and abide by. Yeah, I've seen plenty of them.
Require anyone to keep.
But I actually do like seeing them, because it's like, wow, man. There's guys telling them, if you and all that, you know what I mean, get out of my face, and they're trying to arrest them and stuff like that, and he knew what he was saying. He got away with it, just laughing at him and everything. He was being cocky, but I have seen ones that have been calm and stuff, you know what I mean, and all that. And I like seeing it. I do like seeing it.
To speed limits, obey road signs, park only where directed, etc., even though that is perfectly true. Maxim, arguments are for fools. As mentioned before, if the police officer asks, do you understand? Your response should be, no, I do not stand under you in this matter. As before.
Yeah, I get that saying. I get that saying. So yeah, I understand what he's saying. You know what I mean? Definitely.
4. The question is a legalese trap and has nothing whatsoever to do with understanding anything which has been said. Under common law, an offense has only been committed if there is a victim, in parentheses, someone who has been injured or killed, had possessions damaged or stolen, or who has been defrauded. So if the police officer keeps pushing you to agree to pay his company money when you don't need to, then a good question to ask might be, who is the victim? An alternative is to ask.
I have heard that as well. I have heard people saying that. Definitely. And try bleeding and pushing on the wound. Yeah, I know. It's terrible, man.
What is the charge, or am I free to go? If you stick to these things, then the police officer has nothing to work on you, as you have not agreed to be bound by statutes. You have not provided a name and address for him to write on an invoice, in parentheses, or fixed penalty notice, as they like to call it.
And I've seen them saying that, and saying by not giving the name, they can arrest you. I've heard them saying that we can arrest you for that, and not by telling us, producing your license, we can arrest you for that, for wasted police time, all that kind of stuff. And it's them that approach you, you know? How are you wasting their time? They approach you. I've seen all that kind of stuff as well, which I think is pretty good.
You have not entered into a controversy by arguing with him or into dishonor by refusing him point blank. There is one other thing, and that is without.
Oh, you've met Lucky, have you, Alan? That's cool. You were going to meet Mikey Smith. Mikey Smith was just 8 hours, but plans fell through. Wow. I'm glad. What was it? I don't know. I mean, has anybody seen? I haven't watched him for ages since I made that. Michael made that stream on him because he was being a dick. But he made a stream the other night called saying the firmament could have came from the moon. If anybody watched it, does anybody know what he meant by that? You know what I mean? Oh, here's Flats, eh? How's it going, Flats?
Good afternoon, my dear.
Say that again.
Good afternoon, my
Good
dear.
afternoon, Paul. Good afternoon. It's just I couldn't hear you very well because you know how your mic is in when it comes to stream.
It won't let me change my setting.
Oh, okay. Something about your setting. But it's you still getting
Can you hear me now?
You're loud enough. You're
I
loud
don't
enough.
know. Can you hear me now?
You're loud
Hello?
enough. Yeah, can you?
Hello?
I can hear
Hello?
you. It just sounds terrible. I
I
can
can't
hear
hear
you.
you.
Yeah, I can hear you. It just sounds like
Where
you're at
are
the
you?
well. It sounds like it's as a lot like I don't know how you would call it, distortion on it.
It won't let me change the microphone. I don't understand why the settings on StreamYard. I've got so many options, but it won't let me change it. It keeps it on one of the settings, which is not the right one. I want to set it for my mic.
Of course.
So it's working through my USB, can't think of the name. What's the camera?
Oh, the is it a Nikon?
No, the thingamabob.
Give it, Bob. Yeah, that's a technical term.
I can't believe it. Oh man.
What, the lens?
No.
What are you talking about? The screen? The
I
screen?
can't think of the name. I can't think of the name.
The
Oh,
finger
my
point.
word. The thing you use for the camera. What's it use?
The thing
What's your camera?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Vicky
Oh
says
my
be
word. You swear I'm drinking or something. What the hell?
that I use as well. Is that what you said?
What camera are you using? Using an actual camera or are you using a
No, I'm using a webcam.
webcam? That's the name of
Oh,
it. You got webcam.
webcam.
So my sound is coming through the webcam. Hi Luke, what's up?
So what happens if you disable your webcam microphone?
Let me see. I don't know if I'm gonna
Because I have to disable mine a lot. The webcam the microphones are terrible. They make you too loud, don't they?
But I don't understand. Why let me change nothing?
Yeah, that's all right. Yeah, I mean I can hear you. It was maybe because you were a bit. I can hear what you're saying. Maybe you were a bit too close to start off with. I don't know. Black Side, are you on the ISS?
Yes. You caught me out, Alan.
Of course, yes.
So, how's it going?
Oh, good. You're just getting into the law side of things with this Strawman thing. So,
Nice.
yeah, I've already got. Like I say, tomorrow I'll do something different because this is the third day in a row doing it. Then Monday, hopefully, we'll finish it off with part 4. But I've already got like 3-day streams already set out, so I don't have to bother doing them. Doing them all yesterday, sorted them all out and that. So, yeah,
Nice.
good. I didn't see this morning's one, your one, so I'm glad I actually didn't see it because I'll be covering it.
Oh yeah, it was a great stream.
So
Matthew really was an awesome one.
Yeah. Can't wait though. Can't wait. How you doing, Luke?
G'day. Good. How are you?
Good to see you, bro. Good to see you. Anything to say, or shall we just carry on?
Yeah, carry on, mate.
Let's do it.
Play on.
Play on.
Without being aggressive or offensive in any way. You must not do anything which he tells you to do, because if you do, then those charming legalese people can see that you agree to stand under him and become subject to his legal, in parentheses, but not law.
I get that understanding now. I do stand under. It's crazy. It's crazy the wisdom they do with the language.
Tricky, tricky.
Absolutely.
Lawful authority. And so become liable to those thousands of cunning plans called statutes, carefully crafted in order to rob you in a perfectly legal but not lawful way.
I just realised what Alan said about flats. They had better communication from the moon in 1969. Yeah, with no delay either.
One thing which any police officer needs to become aware of is the fact that they do not have any security provided by the police force which employs them. In any situation which does not involve common law, the police officer is on his own, acting as an individual contractor, and, as such, is wide open to action against him either under common law, if he or she is acting unlawfully, or by civil court action if his or her actions warrant it. If there is a failure to establish joinder, in parentheses, which is where a human voluntarily agrees to represent the straw man and so becomes subject to statutes, then the presumed authority of a police officer does not exist in any respect, and he is acting solely as an individual whose only authority is to enforce common law and nothing else. Registration. Most people believe that when they buy a new car, that they have to register it with the commercial company known as the Department of Motor Vehicles. What very few people are aware of is the fact that the act of applying for registration confirms the transfers of the physical ownership of the vehicle from you, the purchaser, who paid the money, to the state. That is, you have
Just got to take it back a minute because I didn't hear what else through that.
must not do anything which he tells you to do, because if you do, then those charming legalese people can see that you agree to stand under him and become subject to his legal, in parentheses, but not lawful authority, and so become liable to those thousands of cunning plans called statutes, carefully crafted in order to rob you in a perfectly legal but not lawful way. One thing which any police officer needs to become aware of is the fact that they do not have any security provided by the police force which employs them. In any situation which does not involve common law, the police
haven't got any security by the police force that hire them. Is that what you're saying there?
What he's saying is they're no different from people who work from Kmart or McDonald's.
Right, basically, so they haven't got any authority over you as such at all. Basically,
They've got none. They've got none. So
None.
they're gangsters masquerading as public officials.
Right,
but they're not
right.
public. They work for a corporation. So there's no different to being working for McDonald's.
Well, I mean, exactly. If you think about it, I mean, even when it comes to government, not anyway, who is it to put them there? It's just people. It's us. You know what I mean? They're just people. They're as a person, they've got no authority over me whatsoever. Only with God.
Right.
Only God's got authority, and only
Correct.
what authority God has given them, I suppose. But he hasn't. He hasn't, because it's people that put him in authority. Or they were tricked themselves into authority. You know what I mean? I don't know where.
And also, so government, people who represent the government, they're supposed to be representing us, right? That's the misconception. But they are allegiance is to the corporation they work for, not to us.
Got you.
Yes, look,
That's
you
why
are
I say
correct.
it's no different. It's no different to an employee at McDonald's. That they
Thank you,
have the
guys.
same level of authority, which is 0 over us.
Got you.
Hello, guys. Can you hear me?
Yeah, how you doing, Jonas?
I agree with Luke, with small
Yeah.
exception. You are on point, but there's big but. When the police, for example, comes to you and says, "Do you understand?" He says, "Yes, I understand." So it means you are standing under his authority.
Yeah, we
So you
just
agree
gone.
that he has
That's-
more
yeah,
rights.
yeah.
Yeah, we've just gone through that.
We covered that. Yeah.
Just covered
Agreed.
that about
Agreed.
5 minutes ago, actually.
I'm glad you are digging into it. I'm very happy about that.
Yeah, this is the 3rd stream on it, and the last one will be on Monday. Hopefully.
Janusz,
Obviously, I'll carry on with it at some other point, but yeah. Like someone said earlier, like flatsoid in a box.
IR box.
Iron box. Yeah, but it's good to see you, Janis, man. Good to see you, bro.
Really popping in on the
Janusz,
induction.
should I say Janusz?
Janusz. Yeah, Janusz. Yeah.
Janusz.
You know what? You can easily go to the Google and put my name in Polish and hit the pronunciation, and it will tell you
Janusz.
exactly how to say it. Yeah.
I don't think it's too hard for me to pronounce because I'm Scottish.
No.
I can say a lot of. I do a lot of huffs and hoofs and all that anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, but I know nearly every native English speaker says Janus.
Yeah, Janus. Yeah, Janus. I mean, yeah, I've seen people saying Janice as well. So I mean,
That's
I've met
correct,
a few. I met a few Polish guys over in Coventry here called Janus. You know what I mean?
Look,
and, yeah, a lot of people.
English language, in a matter of learning language, it's pretty easy. But in a matter of pronunciation, not really, because in a lot of cases, when you write something, there's a different pronunciation. From the other hand, in Polish language, when you know how to read letters, you know how to read each word. It's as simple as that.
Got you. All right, let's go on.
Officer is on his own, acting as an individual contractor, and as such is wide open to action against him either under common law, if he or she is acting unlawfully, or by civil court action if his or her actions warrant it. If there is a failure to establish joinder, in parentheses, which is where a human voluntarily agrees to represent the straw man and so becomes subject to statutes, then the presumed authority of a police officer does not exist in any respect, and he is acting solely as an individual whose only authority is to enforce common law and nothing else. Registration.
Ooh, registration.
Most people believe that when they buy a new car, that they have to register it with the commercial company known as the Department of Motor Vehicles. What very few people are aware of is the fact that the act of applying for registration confirms the transfers of the physical ownership of the vehicle from you, the purchaser, who paid the money, to the state. That is, you have given the vehicle away to a commercial company who has done nothing at all for you and which does not have your best interests at heart.
And that's true. That's absolutely true. What have they done for you? I mean, even when it comes to things like insurance and that, what do they do when you have a crash and that? They try their best not to pay out. You know what I mean? And you're paying into them all the time, and they try their best not to pay out. You know what I mean? It's a big con.
Did you already explain what the Strawman really is?
Yes, yeah. That was at the beginning. So it started off from class. Started off from class.
Janusz, have you not watched Wizard of Oz? That is the Strawman.
Yeah. But it was mentioned here that it's separation of the placenta, which is considered as a part of man. And then when you are separated from, placenta is separated from you, you are considered as a lost at sea because you are no longer man, because you are hue a man, shade of man.
Yeah. Okay.
Very good, brilliant.
Yeah.
Since it is unlawful to swindle anyone, I would be most interested to hear any reason why this registration should not be deemed to be unlawful, blatant, and an obvious fraud, for there has not been full disclosure of the silent and adhesive contract terms. The change of ownership is shown by the fact
Alan always drive with fake plates from eBay or stolen plates.
No, that's stolen plates. That you can be liable. You have to create your own plates. That's the best way.
He's joking. He's joking.
I know.
that you, the previous owner, are now sent a document stating that your strawman is now the registered owner of the vehicle which you have just bought.
Right.
You are left to pay for maintaining the vehicle which you do not own, and which the actual owner will seize and sell the vehicle, in parentheses, which cost him nothing, if you, as the agent for the registered owner, do not keep on paying for the use of the vehicle. Seizing the vehicle would not be lawful if the vehicle did not belong to the company doing the seizing. The vehicle will be seized if the registration tax is not paid. That tax was originally introduced as a fund contributed to by the vehicle drivers.
And then it mad that wow, what the hell is that?
So it's kind of like they're stealing your money.
Oh right, yeah. I was going to say, and it mad that people as well, when they own cars and that, and they lose them through things like this, and that how hard done by you feel because you paid for that car and stuff like that, and how easily it is to take a car off of you as well. I mean, it's understandable how they do it now with the strawman thing. You know, it's crazy. It's crazy.
Serve and protect, yes? No.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
serve and protect. It's harass and collect.
Yes, exactly. Exactly, bro. Exactly.
In order to build new roads
Pure
and to
theft.
maintain roads that exist. That was a reasonable idea, which means that all the roads in the country belong to the people who paid the money for them to be built and repaired. Local authorities say that they can't maintain roads properly as they do not have sufficient funds to do the work. The charge is more for vehicles of larger size.
Did you say something like
That sounds like South Africa.
Yeah.
We don't have any money or funds to do anything that you guys actually give the money for. But we have money to go party and buy expensive luxury items, you know, like getting a $1 million car every week or going on holiday in a private jet. But we don't have money for the roads which you pay for. We don't have money for schools which you pay for. But
Exactly, bro.
100% correct. But you have to, I think, do something with your mic because I really need to focus to try to understand you when you are saying.
It's damn StreamYard. It won't let me change any settings at all. It's like it keeps the same settings. No matter what I do, it won't let me change it.
Yeah, it's my problems on StreamYard. I have problems on Restream. It's crazy.
Yeah, I've seen that, yeah. Or maybe, okay, he's restarting, looks like, maybe really better.
Is that better?
The same.
Yeah, I see.
Okay. When my seat was speaking, I will just stop speaking because myself.
Just, it won't let me change nothing.
Cute.
Flat, remember, small child, small problem. Big child, big problem.
Absolutely.
On the excuse that they burn more fuel and so contribute more to global warming. The real purpose for the increase is to take more money from the people who have no idea what is going on. There is even a proposal now that motorists be charged for every mile that they drive along the roads which they paid for and own. That, of course, is not the only stream of income from vehicles. A major source of income is from the massive tax on fuel for vehicles. and it has been stated that an incredible 65% of the selling price is the proportion which is not needed for the location, extraction, processing, and delivery of the actual fuel. In passing it, can be noted that vehicles can be run on water, compressed air, energy direct from the environment, permanent magnets.
And that's true. You see people doing with science projects, making cars out of steam, running off steam and stuff like that. But yeah, they make cars to run off
And the huge majority
fuel.
Huge majority of people who created free run energy cars, and they were bought out or they were killed. So
of course,
yeah,
of course.
And who owns the petrol? You have to look into those people, and then you will know who runs all this crap. And that's how it is.
Absolutely, bro. Absolutely.
And even on gravity. It will, without doubt, be a shock to you that many of the inventors who have done this suddenly disappeared as soon as they started testing their prototypes. Far-fetched? I know of 5 people who have been told to cease and desist or else. When you understand the billions and billions in profit that are made through selling oil products, actions like that become very understandable, especially since the people who do these things own the police forces and the courts, and know that there will be no comeback no matter what they do. So, what about the driver's license? Under common law, humans have the right to travel freely, and that includes using a vehicle when traveling. The legalese people want to persuade you that you are no longer a traveler under common law, but instead you are a driver subject to their statutes, and they demand that a driver must have a driver's license.
Babe, whose name's Matt? If you're on about Luke, I know that.
Registration tax, car insurance, and anything else that they can think up. If you wish to live in freedom and somebody asks to see your license, then the question is, why would I want one of those? A driver's license is only needed for the driver of a vehicle which is being used in commerce. It can be argued that transporting a straw man is a commercial.
Yeah, Matt, or Luke, whatever, babe.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, you were just telling me about that the other day, that if like you don't need a driver's license, but if you're working for a company, that's when you need a driver's license, sort of thing. Yeah. It's mad, you know, because we just automatically think we need this just to drive.
Yes, when you're involved in commerce, you have to have a driver's license. But when you are freely traveling, you don't have to have it.
Yeah, mad, isn't it? Yeah, and you did as well. Dave told me weeks ago about it as well. Absolutely, he showed me actually. I forgot about that.
And we are not at all saying, hey, don't go and renew your driver's license, because you will get hassled about it. But if you know what you're talking about, you can stand on your ground and stand as a living man, and they have no foot to stand on. So, but people may say, I don't want the hassle with that. Fair enough. Most people will be in that boat, but you have the right to not have it. You don't have to have it.
Yes, and it's all related to the maritime law.
Money-making scheme, yeah. Aye.
And it's all related to maritime law, admiralty law, also known as the law of the sea. It's all part of the same agenda, and this agenda is Luciferian agenda, because Lucifer, as you know, is God of this earth, and it all works on deception. All of it is combined. That's why I have sent the email before to some people, and it's explained there like the basics, how it's all related to each other.
If you ask Flat, if you spoke to Flat, if you challenged Flats about it, Dave, it's because Flats is always busy. He might not have seen it. He said, "Huh? Yeah, Dave can't fix stupid." And
That's a good one, chalkboard.
He said he challenged you on this before about. Is it about the driving license thing? You on about, Dave? You challenged Flats about it, but he never replied. Like I say, he has got a lot going on. Yeah, he's definitely got a lot going on. I have no idea, he said.
Flood the creator.
He must have emailed you or something, Platts. Was it an email? Was it, Dave? But yeah, back to the driving license, Platts. He says,
No, it's grand. It's grand. Something new. You know, I really enjoy it.
I didn't give time to put that up big. I was trying to put it up as a solo layer. Sorry. Anyway, let's go.
Undertaking. So it would be advisable to not have anything related to a straw man with you on the road. It is also important to not give your name, address, or, in parentheses, supposed date of birth, or to show any form of ID, as that places you in a position of voluntary submission by A. Obeying the command of another human being, in parentheses, who is of equal standing.
Hi, Flats. He said it was an email. So it probably would have been about a few weeks ago, a couple of weeks ago.
To you, and B. Associating yourself with and consequently representing a straw man who is automatically subject to all statutes, being itself a legal fiction joined to that fictional world. So, if you are not carrying a passenger who is paying for the journey, and you are not stopping off on the journey to sell things, and you are not transporting a straw man, then you are not a driver with a passenger.
And what did that say? I didn't even catch that properly. Flats just said that. Hold on, I'm just rewinding the tube a bit, the YouTube side a second. Age. 2 seconds, guys.
I said it is a law to have a driving license, but you don't need a driving license to drive. That's what I said.
Right, got ya.
I have
But
all of those listed on the YouTube channel by me, on my channel. So if you are interested into looking deeper into the maritime law, banking system, Strawman, etc., you can just type the name of the person on my channel. I can find plenty of videos.
Yeah, I'll put your link in. I usually do put your link in anyway, dude.
Oh, right. I forgot about this. I just put the name on the YouTube.
Yeah. No problem.
Not need a driver's license. Postal demands.
And by the way,
each person generally gets a number of demands.
Go on.
Yes, look.
it's not a law to have a driver's license. It's legislation. It's statutes.
Exactly. Because there is legal and lawful what they're using.
Yeah,
you do get fined though if you don't have one, and they do they can take away your car if you don't have a driver's license.
That's if you joined it with your Strawman, Flats. So that's correct. That can happen, and that will happen to most people because they'll fall into the trap of identifying with their Strawman. Absolutely, that can happen.
Unfortunately, police is not educated in this way, so they work on the assumption and presumption. So they will take your car. But then, if you go to court and you have a honest judge, not a lot of them, but if you find one,
you can
then they'll be liable in their personal capacity, not the legal capacity, personal capacity. So then you can really sue them and get their all money from their all bank accounts and so on, because they break even their own laws.
Got ya.
For amounts to be paid, in parentheses, bills. If you get a demand for payment, you will notice that it is not addressed to you, the human, but to the fictional straw man, which has a name which sounds like your name but is not the same. The name will be printed on the demand in all capital letters, or, in rare cases, preceded by Mr.,
which
Mrs.,
is called capital letters, which is called dog Latin.
Any one of those names.
Yeah, we were talking about the other day, and I was saying that every form you get tells you to write in block capitals, and we just think it's so wicked. The computer can read it, or someone can read it, but it's not.
You assume you can read it, but it's not really proper grammar syntax. So it's not proper way to write it. There is one exception, though. For example, in Vatican, they use capital letters on buildings, but there's big but. There's always a comma, dash, or whatever separating those letters. This way you can write it. That's the only way you can write in the capital letters.
Got ya.
Refers to the straw man who sounds like you, and which has a creation date which matches what you have been told was your birthday. You can pay this demand if you want to, but it is entirely optional. Remember that it is not you who is being billed. Also worth remembering is that you, the human, are bound by common law and not legal statutes, and common law does not require you to pay any form of tax. The company invoicing the straw man is hoping that you don't catch on to the fact that it is not you.
That's assumption, because common law comes from the court cases to the ages. We are bound by the God's law, which is do not harm. If you do not harm anyone, you can't be liable for anything, because that's the only one crime. Or they say, oh, it's a crime, don't have driver's license. No, the only crime is when you make other men or women suffer. So then you can be liable, yes. But that's not
to be specific, harm, steal, or defraud. That's it. If you're not doing any of that, then the government can leave you the fuck alone.
Yes, but it's wordplay. So mainly they call us humans, they call us drivers, citizens, and so on. It's citizenship from maritime law. Human, it's a HU man, which is shade of man. You're no longer man, no longer from God. You're from
the monster.
Exactly, monster beast. That's how the Black's Law Dictionary says it. Yeah.
Person is also not is not a man. That's also
exactly.
People, person, citizen.
Yes, that's a anything else than a man or woman is a fetish entity. It's creation. As well, you have Sir, Mister, and so on. It's military grades, military titles. So that's how they get us into the system, because we are confirming that we are who they say we are. And then we agree that we are in their system and we are under their control. We are below them.
Because you've admitted to being that strong man. Absolutely. Yeah.
That's why they created this term sovereign citizen, because it's a total right. So okay, you say you're sovereign, but you can't be sovereign if you're a citizen.
Yeah,
exactly, because it's oxymoron.
Yeah,
exactly.
You can be sovereign or you can be citizen. You can't be both at the same time.
You're a sovereign man or woman.
Yes. Yeah. You can't be free slave. You can't be. You are free or you are a slave. You can't have. You can't have dry water. It's dry, or if it's liquid, it cannot be.
You have dehydrated water.
Yeah. And the same. Before, you can't be half pregnant. You are pregnant or you are not. It's as simple as that.
Yes, exactly, bro. Oxymoron. It's a complete oxymoron.
Who is being billed, and so make the payment as a mistake on your part. If you don't want to pay this unnecessary charge on behalf of the straw man, then you can mark the envelope "No Contract." Return to sender and mail it back to the sender. Any subsequent letters can be treated in exactly the same way. As in all cases, do not have any telephone conversations about it, as verbal communications bristle with legalese verbal traps. At most, say that you wish to deal with any such matters by mail and terminate the call. It does not matter if an employee turns up at your home and hands you a letter
or blowing for the living.
Yes. Can't think stupid. Dave, his name is. He knows quite a lot about this. He's been talking to me about it in Messenger. I know behind this, he's giving me a lot of info on it. So, once I finish this on Monday, I will do it again with some of that information as well at some point, without a doubt.
Yeah, it's very good crowd here. I'm surprised that people know so much about this stuff. Like 5 years ago, there was nearly no knowledge about it. People didn't.
No, that's it. Well, I'm new to it. I'm new to it.
I had no idea.
I've only known about
COVID.
Very good.
Yeah, COVID woke me up to it.
I've only known about it this past year or so. I've heard the terminology beforehand, but only known about it in this past year, and only started learning about it in the past few months. So I'm
because
very new.
C19 backfired, unfortunately, because I said before, people had way too much time when they were locked down in their apartments, houses, homes, and so on. So they were looking into the stuff, and it's like it backfired. I was speaking about this stuff around 20 years ago, and no one believed me. No, even when I provided videos, films, quotes, and so on. Even from their own legality languages books, people didn't believe me. So, but finally, people are starting waking up, and I'm happy about that.
Aye, absolutely. Hey, Spud, good to see you, bro. Always a pleasure, man.
Puts it through your mailbox. The letter is not for you or even addressed to you. It is addressed to the Strawman, so it can be mailed back the same as any other letter.
Sorry, I need to interrupt. The same way
Recently,
as they send to you like a consensus, and they send to the apartment. They usually do not have your name or surname. Your surname is similar to yours, to be honest, because surname is owned and patented by government. So your name is your name from God, or second name when you choose baptism or whatever. That's your name. Surname is your surname. Name and surname create joinder, and then create Strawman. It's connection to Strawman. So if they send you any consensus to fill up, I always send it back. No name, not addressed to me. So if they are yapping about this, okay, it's send it to the flat. I will allow flat to fill the form.
Yeah. I think that was quite early on. I think it was covered a little bit, definitely. But yeah, bless man.
One thing you've got to do is you've got to respond in some way, not agreeing to it, but if you don't respond after 3 notices, that your silence is agreeing with them and you're now contracting with them.
Exactly, you're 100% correct. Yep.
So respond in writing.
People as well, it's work as well other way. That is, if you send them a rebuttal document or whatever, and they don't respond in, let's say, 2 weeks or 3 weeks or 1 month, it's supposed to be assumed that they agree because there was no response. No, that's what people think when they are starting looking into the maritime law or this legality system. But it's not exactly the truth, because they are not exactly bound by those rules. So because they have always plenty of documents to send, and they're always they're very slow with responding. Even if they send it after, let's say, you give them 3 weeks, they respond in 5th week, it's still valid from their point of view, and they will try to push you.
Yeah, absolutely. Spud in chat, he's been into this for a while as well. I remember you talking about it about 6 months ago, Spud, to me. I think it might have been a bit longer. But yeah, I've only just started getting into it. I've known about it for a while, but I've only just started learning about it. So yeah, I mean, I am learning. I'm definitely learning from it.
It's very good. It's very good. We have to learn, as scripture commands.
Absolutely.
Tony Rook in the UK took a different approach. He refused to pay for a TV license and went to court over it. There, he stated that he would not pay a TV license fee because the BBC, in parentheses, British Broadcasting Corporation, intentionally misrepresented facts about the 9/11 attacks.
I've never ever paid a TV license. Never paid a TV license. Never will. But they do. They still get letters coming to my door. You still get people knocking and stuff like that.
Never any license, not for nothing.
No.
So are you saying, if you're saying you have to pay money to watch the BBC?
Yeah, you have to pay. Yes, you have to pay a TV license in the UK for BBC. Yeah, because they don't do. They say because they don't do commercials. They don't do adverts. So that's why they say you pay for it.
So you gotta pay for your indoctrination.
Yeah, we pay for we pay. I've never paid for a TV license, but even if you go to Argos and buy a TV, it asks if you have a TV license. When we go into the BBC iPlayer app, if we go into the BBC iPlayer app, it asks if you have a TV license. I always say yes, because you have to, or it won't let you in. If you say no, it'll take you to a website to buy one. You know what I mean? Something like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, they come round your door quite regular. They say they've got vans knowing that you've got TVs that are on BBC and that, which is bull. I mean, yes, you'll get a TV signal, but no way will they be able to tell you're watching BBC. You know what I mean? It's bull.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's. I don't know when licenses came out. Probably from day one. But since I'm 48 years old, and since I was a kid, I know you've always needed a license for the TV. Yeah, because it used to be a joke between. It used to be a joke in primary school with us. We used to say, "What's the odd one out? A dog, a cat, or a TV?" And people would say TV because it's not an animal, and we'd say no, a cat, because you don't need a license for a cat. Because we need once upon a time, you know what I mean? Once upon a time, you need a license for a dog, and you still need a license for a TV, but not a cat. So that was the joke.
That's a good one. That's a good one. I like it.
And that was how.
Yes, I like.
A lot of people don't know that we have to pay a TV license, yeah. But I don't. I never have. Never will.
Well, I have a TV. I just don't pay TV license because I don't watch TV.
There you go. So you have to pay for a license.
Yeah, everybody has to. You can't even buy a TV without a TV license now.
No, exactly.
So people buy computer monitors, and then you're just linked to streaming. I mean,
yeah. If you want to buy a brand new TV and you haven't got a license, you just what we do is you tell them someone's address that has got a license. That I want a friend of yours that just says got a license, because one license can cover 20 TVs in the city.
Yeah, but we have a card, so you have to show the card. They don't just accept.
Wow.
See what I mean? And it'll be like that.
So it's not the TV channel; it's the actual TV unit that you need a license for.
It's a scam for money, man. It's as simple as that.
It's not exactly.
You're paying for freedoms.
Yeah, they say it's for the TV really, but it's really the channel, because once upon a time, if you listened to BBC on the radio, you needed a license.
How many people now has a smartphone? Huge majority,
exactly.
Yes.
Everybody.
Yeah, you don't need a TV.
In Ireland, they as well try to bring a TV license, even if you don't have TV, but you have computer or laptop, because you are still able to watch their shit they put on the stream. So even if you have a smartphone, you have to pay TV license.
But think about it. There's anyway just rubbish on TV, so it doesn't really help watching it. So yeah, you can get a TV and stuff maybe by second hand, and you don't need to worry about a TV license. And then you just use a smart TV or get a link box to make it a smart TV, and then you just put YouTube or whatever you want. Because you can watch what the hell you want then. You don't need to literally watch what's told for you to watch on the TV, because it's just propaganda rubbish anyway.
I remember I was once arguing with a guy who told me like, "Oh, you have to have a TV license." I was like, "No, I do not watch TV at all. I don't have any TV. Do you have computer? Yeah, I do. So you have to pay for it. But I don't watch mainstream news. No, but you have possibility to watch it. So you have to pay for it. Okay, so then put me to jail for the RAPE. Why? Did you do it to someone? No, but I have an instrument to do it."
It's ridiculous, isn't it? It's ridiculous. It's bad. I'm trying to see if I can download the iPlayer on my computer, so to try and open it, so you can see that it asks you that if you've got.
I mean, it's the same as what they're trying to bring in legislation here, that people that have solar panels have to pay tax because they don't use government electricity. They want them to pay the government tax for having solar panels.
Yes, because it's all about the controlling society. So society wouldn't get money, because what happens is when you get money, it's a very simple thing. When you do have enough money, you have free time. When you have free time, you can really follow the stuff and start researching, like during CV 19, and then they don't want to do it. They don't want to allow this, so people can't get rich. That's the main thing.
That's why so many people woke up in the last 4 years, because they had time on their hands, and they were pissed off.
Exactly. That's what I was referring to before. The time, if you use it properly, can really wake people. That's why words are stronger than swords.
Yeah, it's bad. Anyway, carry on.
As is widely known, the BBC reported the collapse of the World Trade Center Building 7, the 47-story Solomon Brothers building, which was never hit by an airplane, but which collapsed at free fall speed later that day, more than 20 minutes before the collapse occurred. Rook stated that the BBC had to have had prior knowledge of that terror attack, and so were complicit in the attack. He then showed a recording of the BBC video news broadcasting along with considerable additional evidence. The judge agreed that Rook had a reasonable case to protest, and he was found not guilty by the court and was not fined for failure to pay the licensing fee.
Isn't it?
And it was all done by word, you see? He was using his words properly because he had knowledge. So that's how you fight them, with the words. That's their weapon against you, and it can backfire when you use it properly. That's how I see it.
Fee. If it is still available, the BBC News report of the collapse showing the building standing behind the reporter is at http://tinyurl.com/LOULGEA. If you wish, you can take a more forceful, direct stance as demonstrated here by a letter issued by Christopher Lees when dealing with a fixed penalty notice charge. Dear Sirs, please read the following notice thoroughly and carefully before responding. It is a notice. It informs you. It means what it says. The reason why you need to read it carefully is simple. I am offering conditional agreement. This removes controversy. It means that you no longer have any ultimate recourse to a court of law in this matter, because there is no controversy upon which it could be adjudicated. You always have the option of dragging these conditions into a court of law only to be told that they are indeed lawful. That is, of course, always your prerogative should you decide to waste your time. For this reason, it is important that you consider and respond to the offer in substance. The nearest official form will not suffice, and consequently is likely to be ignored by myself without any dishonor on my part. On the other hand, there is a time limit on the agreement being offered. It is reasonable, and if it runs out, then you and all associated parties are in default, removing any and all lawful excuse on your part for proceeding in this matter. For these reasons, it is recommended that you carefully consider this notice and respond in substance, which means actually addressing the points raised herein. You have apparently made allegations of criminal conduct against me. You have apparently made demands upon me. I do not understand those apparent demands and therefore cannot lawfully fulfill them. I seek clarification of your documents so that I may act according to the law and maintain my entire body of inalienable natural rights. Failure to accept this offer to clarify and to do so completely and in good faith within 7 days will be deemed by all parties to mean that you and your principal or other parties abandon all demands upon me. I conditionally accept your offer to agree that I am a legal fiction person, Mr. Christopher Mark Lees, and that I owe £70 for services rendered by your company upon proof of claim of all of the following. 1. Upon proof of claim that I am a person and not a human being. 2. Upon proof of claim that you know what a person actually is in legal terms. 3. Upon proof of claim that you know the difference between a human being and a person, legally speaking.
All right.
4.
I gotta pull him up there.
Claim that you know the difference.
Go on.
He should be saying, I'm not a, yeah, give me proof that I'm a person and not a living man. So,
Right.
I'm being a bit pedantic, but Yeah.
No, it's good. No, if you find anything needs queried, shout out, because I'm new to it. I won't know. You know what I mean? So yeah,
A living man. Yeah, living man.
Living man. Well, what if a person identifies as a cat?
Yeah. What do they do? Yeah, I get you.
Yeah, I get you.
Mad.
Got me. You got me.
That's it. That's it. Oh, that's it. It's all done. Back up.
Difference between the terms legal and lawful. 5. Upon proof of claim that I am legal fiction person Mr. Christopher Mark Lees, being the entity to which your paperwork was addressed, and not Christopher of the Lees family, as commonly called. 6. Upon
quickly, I'll just show you this quickly. Just to show you. Just for BBC. Ooh, what am I doing? See, I'm the wrong thing. Show you BBC iPlayer. What you need. It shows you that you need a license for BBC iPlayer. Is that opposite tab? Yeah, it is. Yeah. Right. Let me make it a bit bigger. Can't make it bigger that way. Like you read that? Hold on. Here you go. You need a TV license to watch BBC iPlayer. BBC iPlayer. You need a license to watch BBC iPlayer. Doing so without a TV license is a criminal offence, and you will be prosecuted and fined up to 1,000.
A criminal offence.
Yes, criminal offence. People have gone to jail for
Wow.
having a TV license. I've seen my mum was in the police cells for 2 days just to go to court for a TV license. But people, if they don't pay the fines, go and do the days in jail for it. Yeah, in 2000 in Guernsey. There you go. Pay in full, direct debit, spread the cost. You know what I mean? Monthly or direct debit. See what I mean? Ridiculous, isn't it? And that's just BBC iPlayer. That's not the channel itself. That's for the iPlayer as well.
God.
Madness, isn't it? Pure madness.
Yeah, as well. You can also get imprisoned up to 6 months.
Yeah,
And get fined.
And get fined. Yeah. It's craziness. Pure craziness.
claim that the charge was the result of a lawful investigation unmarred by prejudice. 7. Upon proof of claim that I am a member of the society whose statutes and subsisting regulations you are enforcing. 8. Upon proof of claim that I showed you some sort of identification. 9. Upon proof of claim that there is a nameable...
Isn't that mad, Mr. Super Sideminder? It's crazy, isn't it? But we're so used to it. I've never paid it, but since I've been a kid, way before, I think even my dad would have said, yeah, when BBC first came out, you probably had to pay it from the start. Because BBC was the first channel in the UK, so you probably had to pay it. It was the only channel for a while.
Society that I belong to, and that the laws covered within any alleged transgression state that they apply to me within that named society, sincerely and without ill will, vexation, or frivolity, by Agent Christopher of the Lees family, without prejudice, i.e. all natural and inalienable rights reserved. Please address all future correspondence in the...
There you go, look. Vicky's been taken. I've been taken to court for no TV license. I got a £200 fine because I don't watch BBC or live TV. Craziness. It's craziness. But that's what we've got with.
manner to a direct human self, namely Chris.
That was Vicky.
Yeah, you didn't pay a TV license. Who's the victim? What crime was committed? Who was harmed?
Yeah.
Who did you hurt?
Exactly. It's just ridiculous. And people, like I say, my mom never done anything wrong in her life, criminal wise. It could be a TV license, got taken to court for it. Was in the cells, police cells for 2 days, like a prisoner. You know what I mean? Because she didn't pay a license. She was scared. She was shit scared. She'd never been in jail before. I had, you know what I mean? But she hadn't. So she was worried that she was going to jail. But they just find her. Right, you can't pay a TV license, so they then further give you more money to pay a fine. You know? You couldn't pay She couldn't afford the license in the first place. That's why she didn't pay it. So then they give her more money to pay. Stupid.
We know who the criminals are in that situation.
Exactly. Of course we do. Of course we do. And they look at you as a criminal when you're at court for TV license, as though you are a criminal. You're still looking up at a judge. You know, he's still on the bench above you and he's looking down on you, judging you, not paying a bloody TV license that he probably doesn't pay.
So what people need to realise is those guys in the black suits and the lawyers in the bar, the barristers and the judge, they are nothing but a gang of criminals. They're gangsters, and they think they're above us. They're anything but above us. If anything, they're lower than us because they're scum.
Yeah, exactly.
They're just crooks. They're crooks.
We've been good.
They go around like. Sorry.
Yeah. I'm saying to Spud. Spud said, "B, you should have said to them, prove that a woman needs a license for anything. Living men and women don't need license, but Strawman do." Yeah, she could, but she didn't know anything about this at the time, like I didn't.
So my experience with them was, so I think when I first moved into my old house, I got a TV license, and then I didn't. After I moved in and that, I stopped paying it. So they had my name, and I'd just come back from having a tattoo done, and there was a knock at the door, and I had puppies for sale at the time, and someone was coming to look at them. And I answered the door thinking it was someone looking for a puppy, like coming to buy a puppy. And it wasn't, it was the TV license bloke. And he's like, "What's your telly? What was the last thing you watched?" And I said, "MacGyver." He said, "That's live TV." I said, "Funny that, because it's pre-recorded. It's not even a British programme."
Yeah, exactly.
I thought.
Go on, Luke.
I thought you were in the clear till you said you watched MacGyver. That's arrestable offence right there. So, you know, they had you.
But he had said that I was watching live TV, and that day my telly hadn't even been on because I'd literally got up, gone to the tattooist, and I had a 6.5 hour tattoo session. So there's no way that it was on. And I got the thing for court and I filled it in and said, "Look, nah." And then after that, because they knew I hadn't got a TV license, they kept coming to the house. And I was like, one day I was walking in and I was holding my friend's baby, and he went, "Can we talk?" And I went, "No, I've just had a baby." I hadn't, and he just went off. But if you don't answer the door to them, don't tell them your name, they cannot look through windows or anything to see if you've got a telly. They're not allowed.
But they do put, if you open the door to them, they put their foot in the door and everything like that. They'll try and bailiffs and that. You'll get bailiffs coming around.
They read you your rights like a copper.
Yeah, they do. It's right to remain silent.
It's trespass.
They always try to convince you they always try to convince you they have right to come to your house, but they don't.
Well, yeah. The thing is, if a guy is unlawfully trespassing in my yard, I will treat him as a criminal. The guy will probably wake up in hospital.
Yep. Absolutely.
That's a very good approach. That's how it should be done. And always.
And you have every right. You have every right.
On your fence, yes. Put no trespass sign on your fence.
So you can only do that. You can only do that if you own your property in the UK. If you live in a council property, you cannot. They're not trespassing. That's the difference. And where I lived before was private property. So they couldn't.
Go on, babe. Come on.
So they couldn't, it's like bailiffs. Unless they are council tax bailiffs, they cannot enter your home without you letting them in. So don't answer the door. If you can go on Amazon and buy a camera for like 20 quid for your door, and you just go, "Who is it?" And then when they say, you just go, "Sorry, not in."
That's it. Luke, you were going to say something?
No, I was going to say along the same lines because they say is, it's Joe Biden. Go, no, they're not, and you're not lying because they're after the Strawman.
No.
Right. Got you.
But yeah, No, just don't answer the door to them.
Thanks for that, babe. Are you staying?
Right.
Are you going?
No, I'm going. But I did get like a £200 fine.
I know.
For
Like
not
say my
having
mum
one.
was in the cells 2 days. She first time she'd ever been in the cells. You know what I mean? She thought she'd go to jail. And she was scared. You know what I mean? In the 90s, that was. You know, so treated like a criminal for not being able to pay something.
So it means they really like you because they say you are fine.
You're fine.
But
so fine.
Spud said, "Be not even council tax bailiffs can come in." No, but they have the power to get the police, and the police can. And they're the only bailiffs that can. Any other bailiff don't answer the door. And as soon as you open the door, they put their foot in it because then they're in your property, and that's how it goes. That's why you get a camera and you find out who they are before you even go to the door.
And the same with the police. I said it before that the police is exactly deception, because people thinking that the police is enforcing the law. They can't enforce the law because what they create is not law. Statutes, policies, and so on. In France, police has been created because government create policies, and they needed someone who will enforce those policies. That's why we have police enforcement, not law enforcement. It's police enforcement. It's all based on deception.
I had a council tax bailiff at my door ages ago, and he wanted £1,000 and some pound. And I said I ain't got it, and he said, "Well, I'm coming back." Well, I rang. There's I can't remember. There's a company called Stop Bailiffs Now or something, and I rang them, and straight away they put a hold on everything. So if you do end up with a bailiff at your door for anything, there are numbers you can call that will actually ring the council or whoever it is.
Yeah, but the point is, baby, you don't owe this money in the first place. That's the point, that you don't.
I know that, but what I'm saying is, because of the way it works.
Yeah, I know.
Come to your door and that, but there's things you can do to stop them. Do you know what I'm saying? Like me, I had a debt relief order, and now I've got which clears your debts. Now I've got an IVA to pay my debts, and then next I just pay £500, go bankrupt, and I'm done. Do you know what I mean? Then I owe nothing. Hello. No, but that's what I did, because it wipes your debts. And I don't need credit. I don't use credit. But no, there's, they have all these rules and that. But you have to, because of the way they work and they're sneaky and that, you have to know like how to not get caught by them and not fall into the trap of them coming in your house. And like even the laptop that I've got is in PJ's name, and if they came, I'd just say I don't know the code to open it because it's not mine.
What do you mean in my name? It's not registered kind of thing. It's just bought.
No, but it comes up your name. It comes up your name and
the
thing.
Yeah, I thought you meant that. All right, yeah, because it's on the computer.
Just go,
it's not registered or anything.
No, but I'd just go, it ain't mine. Look, I don't know the code.
Yeah,
play dumb. Get receipts in someone else's name for anything that's worth value that they could try and take. Put it in someone else's name. There's ways around it. Anyway, I'm going.
Right.
Thought I'd let you know.
Another few minutes of this because
right, babe.
The 2 hour mark. Right, love you.
Love you. Bye. Bye.
Enclosed original paperwork as received. Consent. All men are born equal, and so nobody has the right to command you, make demands of you, or force you to do anything. The most that anyone can do is make you an offer to perform, even though they may say that it is an order, or a demand, or a summons. It is in reality an offer which you are free to accept or not, as you so choose. This is why they keep using applications, registrations, and submissions, as those things give them power over you through your unwitting consent. They are hoping that you will break the law by the...
Scared the crap out of me. You're so loud. Say again.
I said mandates are another one.
Okay.
Remember
Okay.
that mandate? Yeah, that's an
The old wheel mandate. Yeah, I remember that mandate. I can't whistle like that, so I have to say the old wheel mandate. Yeah, man.
The way that you deal with their offer. If you just ignore the offer, you are stepping into what is called dishonor. The only effective way of dealing with the offer is conditional acceptance, as already mentioned. If you accept their offer without imposing any conditions, then you are accepting that they have the power to order you around, and that places you under their authority, because you have just chosen to accept their offer, in parentheses, even though you may not understand that you are accepting their offer for them to have authority over you. They also want to get you arguing with them, since that also places you in dishonor. And if there is a court case involved, the judge just looks to see who is in dishonor. Remember, in civil cases, the court is a commercial operation where the judge doesn't care who is right or wrong, just who will pay the court. So, we accept all offers, but with our
Never
conditions
admit that you are
attached to
arguing.
each offer.
Don't use this word ever in a legal capacity, because if you are arguing, it means you can be liable. Always use the phrase like, I'm presenting the facts, I'm presenting my point of view, but never say arguing.
All right. Okay.
and yeah, they call it belligerence.
Belligerent, yeah, because that's warmongering.
Exactly. Look,
That's what
I'm surprised
belligerent
you know this
means.
stuff. Oh, very good. Look. And you have
Yeah.
learned what since 4 years? Look,
Pardon me?
when did you start? When did you start learning this stuff? 4 years ago?
2020, yeah.
Okay, very good. I see big progress. Nice.
And that prevents them taking us to court. Remember, courts only deal with disputes, and if you conditionally accept each offer, there won't be any dispute, and so there can't be any court involvement. Some offers are notices, and a notice has to be clear, unequivocal, and concise. You can discharge a notice by seeking clarification, that is, by writing back, asking the meaning of a word, stating that you don't understand the word. They were hoping that you would just ignore the notice and so go into dishonor and become liable. A parking ticket is a notice. And please be aware that a parking ticket is not a bill, but instead it is a notice telling you that there is something to which you should pay attention. So you write back saying that you have noticed their notice, and as they appear to think that you owe them money, you are happy to pay, but first you need some verification before payment is made. First, there is a need to verify the debt. So please send me a bill with a human signature on it. Also, I need to see the lawful two-party contract supporting that bill. As they can't supply either of those things, it kills the claim stone dead. So just keep insisting that they either supply those things or else stop bothering you. An interesting alternative is that if they send you a final notice...
Go on, Luke.
Yeah, I'm agreeing that they need to show you what's their evidence, what's their authority over you. I'm happy to settle this, what you're asking, on the condition that you show me you have authority, that you have evidence. If you don't, then we will consider this matter closed.
Absolutely. I get you.
Marked remittance, then that piece of paper actually has the value of the money amount written on it. The really silly thing is that you have the option to write accepted for value on
Luke, Spud's asking, if you if you're aware of the Aussie guy doing promissory notes.
There's a few of them. Mike Holt.
Is that who you're on about, Bud? And Spud just
There's a lot of Aussie guys. A lot of Aussie guys are onto this. I put a few links in the chat the other day.
Yeah. I mean, I have got lots of links.
Well, hopefully get one of these guys on a stream soon.
That'd be cool.
Because they're doing it. Like we're like trying to learn and talk about others' experience, but these guys are on the ground and it's working for them, practically speaking. So it's really encouraging.
Yeah, I've got all them links, but Dave in the chat, which is blooming. What's his chat name? Something stupid. Can't fix stupid. That's it. Yeah, Dave in the chat. He's giving me loads of links for stuff like that for in the future. This is kind of apart from the Jordan Maxwell one I did like a few weeks ago. This is the first I've got into it really. The Jordan Maxwell was just like bullet points sort of thing. But I will be doing it in the future, and I've got plenty of links now from Dave and that. But he says you're spot on, cool. Luke, on that thing that you said.
That piece of paper, sign it with your name and the date, and mail it back to them. And technically, that concludes the matter by paying the amount demanded. Who was it that said it's a mad, 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 mad world? Actually, the payment comes out of the vast amount of money which your strawman has accumulated over the years, and your signing the document as accepted for value authorizes them to take the payment from your strawman account, and that suits them as well as yourself. Writing accepted for value means that you are authorizing them to take the
Yes, but he is in the UKI.
The amount they specify out of the strawman account, which has such a large amount in it that the balance will hardly be affected at all. Society. We come now to the very difficult subject of American society. I certainly don't know all the answers in this area, as society is a group of people who willingly join together and abide by a set of rules decided on by members of that society. Loosely speaking, the system, which has been set up by the commercial companies who have control of the United States, is a society. It is a society which has good features and bad features as well. Common sense says that there is an advantage for any large number of people to organize themselves together and have skilled specialists provide paid services for the other members of that society. For example, having a communal collection to enable roads, water supplies, sewage, and the like certainly makes sense. A national health service also looks like a good idea, as does having social welfare benefits for those who are unfortunate enough to become ill or who are unable to find work. However, such things have been subverted by those in charge and maneuvered into a state where these things serve their ends rather than the needs of the general population. While a country-wide medical service sounds like a good thing, it has been reported that the price of some of the medicines supplied to the National Health Service now costs literally 10 times what they did 2 years ago. This looks very much as if the people in control of that service are using it to make massive profits on pharmaceuticals and probably many other services such as parking fees, where millions per year are made from people who have no option but to park in the hospital grounds. So what looks like a sensible arrangement appears to have been converted to something different. Perhaps this is an unduly cynical view, but it is certainly in line with many of the other scams which are being run. Income tax was introduced as a temporary measure in connection with the war, in parentheses, And who organizes wars? It has never been removed, and yet the country did not seem to have any major problems when there was no income tax. The employees of the commercial company which runs the country, those people who make the title of member of Congress or some similar meaningless title, spend a lot of time thinking up new legislation, which, if it can be introduced without too many people noticing it, will become a statute. I suggest that the main intention of all legislation is to provide a smoke screen
it's
to hide additional charges, which
I don't know if they mentioned here anything about the correction, making correction on your status, because that's the thing to start. You have to correct your status first to use all the system what they're talking about now in the Strawman. Do you know something about the correction of the status?
Not too sure on that.
Okay. Look, for example, US citizens are registered as a British territorial US citizens. So citizens is capital C, and it's a birth certificate. It's a foreign citizen status. It's not like you are man on the land. You are foreign citizen. That's why there is citizenship, because it's related to maritime water. Excuse me. So all the US citizens are registered on the sea. So they have jurisdiction only in the sea. We have no standing on the land. All right? So we have to correct our status and our claims of our birthright political status, for example, as Americans. All right? So there's different way to correct your status, depends on the country, because there is specific form you have to fill up and send it. And they inform the government that you are man, not any longer human, not any longer person called citizen. So that's the first step you have to take. Okay, we can use some of those things, but if you still don't do it, you won't correct your status. They can still come. They can still come and will come after you and will go after you.
Yeah,
so that's a very important thing to mention.
Got you. Right, calling it there. That's an hour and a half in. Still another hour and a half to go. I'll be doing the fourth part on Monday. Something different tomorrow. I'll put the link in for tomorrow's, but I've still got to play out with a few songs and that. But yeah, I'll get the link for tomorrow's. But Monday I'll get on with it. Hopefully we get the next. And maybe just on Monday do the blast through the hour and a half of it, and maybe just speak here and there, get it done on a fourth part, then get back to it another time. But yeah, it's been good. This is 3 days in a row so far. So yeah, we'll have a break of it tomorrow. Get a link for what I'm doing tomorrow. What am I doing tomorrow? Doing some old videos from Flatwater FE. Yeah, where is it? Oh yeah, we're doing the Book of Giants and Proof of Firmament tomorrow. Yeah, it's already set up, so let me get the link. Yeah, so there we go. That's for tomorrow. Proof of Giants. No, Proof of Giants. Book of Giants and Proof of Firmament. And let me put it in the one more side. Yeah, there we go. But yeah, no, I'm learning lots of this. It's good. It's good to have people that already know about it. Yeah, that'd be cool, dude. Nick, come on. Well, the next time I do this is Monday. The fourth part's on Monday. So come on, dude. Come on if you want. We ain't seen you on the panel for ages anyway, Spud. So come on the panel, bro. That'd be cool. Monday about the same time, bro. Yeah. So let's do Harry Macker. Yeah, it's good. It's good to have guys that already know about it, you know. Or I said, well, I wouldn't be saying, I'd still be talking, but you know, it's at least I can talk a bit more when those people who know about it already. What am I doing first? Harry Macker. Yeah. Jolly Roger. There we go.
Hey, what's up, man?
I know you, bruh.
For real?
Oh my god, I know you.
Bro, how do you know me?
You're like popular. You're all over TikTok. You're so cool, man.
Oh, thank you, man. Thank you. Hey, could I do a freestyle for you guys?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, dope. So I'm gonna improvise off the top of the dome. So can you guys give me like 3 creative, challenging words? No food and no animals. Give me some complicated ones. You know, really try to challenge me.
Okay, artistic.
Artistic. Love that.
Acoustic.
Acoustic. Yes. Artistic. Acoustic. One more.
Jolly.
Jolly. I love that. Artistic, acoustic, and jolly. Let's have some fun. Okay. Yeah. 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 My flow never simplistic. I ain't got time for these nitwits. Blast off something like a ballistic. Filling up the canvas, my flow is artistic. Yeah, and they jelly cause I'm going where they can't go. Every time I rhyme, they like, damn, bro. Leaving rappers in distress like a damsel. Harry Mack filling up the canvas like Van Gogh. I be Pablo, that's Picasso. Am I the most artistic, dog? I thought so. All these other rappers, they be seeming quaint. I'm about to dip the tip of my brush into the paint. Yeah, got every color in my palette. For me to paint a picture, it's not really a challenge. I ain't care about the chart, man. I do this from the heart. I ain't playing for no part, man. I'm really doing art. Yeah, H-Mac the hardest. A lot of y'all claim you hungry, but you're starving. Yeah, from another planet, I'm a Martian. Yeah, H-Mac really be your artist. Skills I harvest, you reap what you sow. They peep in the flow, they know I'm going deep with the throw. I'm off the top of the dome, I show them how it should be. My man Master NY cap to the hoodie. Yeah, we representing for New York. I knock it out the park like it's a sport. Yeah, y'all know I'm really about to smash this. Shout the homie in the orange tee with the glasses. Yeah, I'm about to do it for both of y'all. I be spitting something dope for y'all. I be reinstating hope for y'all. My flow cleaner than soap for y'all. Yeah, I be bubbling, never subtle. Whenever I'm rhyming for rappers, it's trouble and grow like my stubble. I do it on the double. Y'all know I blast off like the shuttle through the cosmos. Blowing your mind when I be spitting the raw flows. I thought so. Hey yo, I got those bars, and every time I rhyme, you know my thoughts go hard. I hit y'all, I might just leave y'all scarred. I told you Harry Mack is about to play his part. I do this better, spew with too clever, nice with the music, whether it's electric or acoustic. Yeah, we gon' get it properly dialed in. I kick a style for them, I'm wildin'. When I'm in it, my lyrics infinite. I never been timid, y'all know that I never treated like a scrimmage. I'm playing the game, slaying you lanes. Harry Mack, steady saying my name, yeah. And they all wondering where the beat went. Got the room hooked up with acoustic treatment. They recognize my music is hard. I pluck your heartstrings like an acoustic guitar. I'm going in, ain't another rapper who could play me. All these rappers small time like a ukulele. If it going down, you're about to drown. I hit you hard with that acoustic sound. My music's proud, y'all know I'm about to turn it up as loud as I can. I'ma make the game proud of the man. If you want the realest rapper, you could call me. Keep it authentic, cause I'm never faulty. All my haters, they see me, they acting salty. Never selling out, you know that it's all me. I'ma make my enemy fall, G. I'ma put a smile on your face and make you jolly. Yeah, lyrically, you know I got ya. Lyrical pirate up on the Jolly Roger. It's H-Mac, I make it known. They don't stand a chance, bruh. Rappers suck, Jolly Rancher. Hey, yo, I'm coming with the major flavor. I shock just like a taser, precise like a laser. Hit you harder, and I'm refusing to border. My lyrics will starve ya. Every verse, I'm the author. Y'all know I need no ghostwriter when I'm in the dope cipher. Every time I rhyme, you know I'm crawling like a fucking spider. Right to it, let's do it. I'm hacking the fluid. Yeah, told you I'ma boost the acoustics using my music. Yeah, it's Mac up on it. You know that I bring it on the roll like supersonic. I get them lifted like the chronic. I go beyond it forever. Flows they enjoy. If y'all feeling this, then go and make some noise. Let's go.
That was.
Hey, bro. See, he's good. He's good. I like him. Who's next? Mr. Cheswick, then Mr. Super Sidewinder. I think it's Mr. Super Sidewinder with Kings today. Quite a long one, 6 minutes on. What we're doing? Wrong one. Cancel. Which one is it? Oh, yeah. Let's go all the way. Slide box from Mr. Cheswick.
Sitting with a thinker, trying to work it out. It's a traffic jam of the brain, makes you want to scream and shout. Presidential party, no one wants to dance. Looking for a new star to put you in a trance. Let's go all the way. Let's go all the way. Yeah, let's go all the way. Working in a factory 8 days a week. Trying to make dollars down water creek. Cartoon capers happen in reality. Rich man, poor man, living in a fantasy. Let's go all the way. Let's go all the way. Yeah, let's go all the way. Living in New York looks like an apple core. Asphalt jungle, gotta be a man of war. California dreamers sinking in the sand. Hollywood squares are living in Disneyland. Let's go all the way. Let's go all the way. Let's go all the way. Yeah, we can make a better day. Yeah, let's go all the way. Let's go all the way. Yeah, let's go all the way. Na 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 na
Nice. Nice. Mr. Jezzy. I keep getting Mr. Jezzy, Mr. Super Saiyan's being mixed up. Excellent. Fair jump. Bless your mind, Mr. Jezzy, good to see this. And thank you for letting me use your music as usual.
PJ, check all of those channels I've sent you.
I will do. I will do. I will do.
Very, very good. You know, you really like them.
I will do. Not a problem. I'll put them to my save later. I could use them tomorrow. Are they copyrighted or anything? No. Oh,
no.
I just pressed numpty.
Definitely not Marcus. Not. No,
I removed it. My mistake. What numpty? I was trying to save it. Sorry, dude. I just removed it.
Which one did you remove? Look,
what a
shit happens.
So sorry.
Tell me which one I can put it
and I removed it.
Tell me which one I can put it back.
Yeah, it was the first. Hold on. Oh wow.
Look, I dropped all of them again. Just give me a second.
Yeah, what does he do with his guitar? Blow your mind. The one after that you said what he does with his guitar will blow your mind. The one after that you said what he does with his guitar will blow your mind. Let me just put that. Ah, yeah, they're on NC, mate. Cool. One. Right. Let me save that. Save to watch later. It's one.
I think that was the one. He appeared on the America's Got Talent, and
Okay.
he provided some of the. She showed some of his skills, but if you really listen to Toccata and Fuga, how he played all orchestra on the guitar, man, it's just freaking awesome. I don't know how you can do that.
I'll have a look at them. Just excellent. Bro.
Each part of the guitar, so it's like I'm making on percussion. Oh, it's just awesome. Finger tapping, everything.
Cool. I'll watch them later. Excellent, bro. Mate, and if they're not copyrighted, I can maybe show them tomorrow, live stream, whatever. That'd be cool.
Yeah, you can go to his channel, and he allows to put everything on the YouTube, so no worries.
Excellent.
I'm not sure about the America's Got Talent. That might be a bit tricky.
That'd be different. That'd be different. Yeah. Of course.
So his videos on his channel definitely you can upload. You can stream.
Cool. Show them live tomorrow. That'll be excellent. Right, and the last one will be what's the Super Sidewinder and Kings, I think. Is it? Yes. The fence. On the fence. Sorry. Kings and Mr. Super Sidewinder.
I'd go to the moon in a nanosecond. The problem is we don't have the technology to do that anymore. We used to, but we destroyed that technology, and it's a painful process to build it back.
Destroyed that technology.
About flat earth, I bet that you don't even think it fucking matters. You got me feeling like a tinfoil hatter. Whoa. You've been talking globe shit, I'm dropping that science. The globe is pseudo, I hope you don't fucking buy it. The flat earth's here, so you might as well try it. Whoa. 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 You're on my list, so pop the crisp, and I'll show you why the globe you should definitely diss. Yo, it's virus, infect you like a virus. On the microphone I bust, and in Jah we trust. Yeah, let's get it, let's go.
On my papers, my poetry is real. Sticks in your head like my patent Lucille. Life it is gorgeous, just like the ladies. I'm a Rastaman, yeah, I have lots of babies. Some think I'm crazy, but that's not true. Crazy is the system that's in front of you. Being attached to it like a baby to a tit. I'm flying through this matrix with no wings when I spit. So have no fear, the true kings are here. Conscious hip-hop coming direct to your ear. I said now have no fear, the true kings are here. Conscious hip-hop direct now to your ear. Flabbergasted when you hear this verse. It's almost Halloween, good time for a rehearse. I don't need no hex or Nukeronomicon. I was born the best, yeah, I'm #1. Andre, what do you say? I said I burn bad mind now every day with no delay, and that's all I do. Yeah, give it back to you. Oh shit, a Cybertruck. Every time I see one, I'm like, holy fuck, a Cybertruck. I can't believe we're in Minecraft and my name's Steve. I said, oh shit, a Cybertruck. Every time I see one, I'm like, holy fuck, a Cybertruck. I can't believe it's like we're in Minecraft and my name's Steve. More like the simulation has a disease. Please, Jah, won't you help me out sometime? Sometimes I get so frustrated I just want to shout, but most of the time I just walk it out and just walk about. Roadblocks towards my destination, better change my route.
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
Whoa. You've been on the fence, bitch, I'm talking about flat earth. I bet that you don't even think it fucking matters. You got me feeling like a tinfoil hatter. Whoa. You've been talking globe shit, I'm dropping that science. The globe is pseudo, I hope you don't fucking buy it. The flat earth's here, so you might as well try it. Whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
Ray, you're a star. It's your time to shine.
I'm a wordsmith and your words ain't worth bird shit, they're worthless, they have no purpose. The earth is flat on the surface, you measure it's perfect. Let's go outside and smoke a bowl. What's the temperature? I don't know. Is it hot or is it cold? We accept the reality which we are presented. By being silent we have consented. Everything I say on this mic gets documented. Time to break through what they have cemented. You're trying to ruin my vibe or ruin my high. In my world you do or you die. Stop repeating facts that they can't prove. We gon' win, they gon' lose. 4 in the morning and I'm smoking piff. I wanted some jiffy but grab the jiff.
Nice one, Mr. Super Sidewinder, for that. Bless you, bro. As always, thank you for letting me use your music, dude. 2 seconds. Right. Nice one, guys. Oh, Anus at the end. Actually, quickly, let's just show one of Anus's little videos, little observations. Or actually, no. Let's bonus song it and have Mr. Anus's song on instead, and we'll finish off with that one. Why not? Anus Unplugged. I don't want to talk about it. NASA.
Have you ever tried to talk to your friends about NASA at all? It's like banging your head on a brick wall, right? Well, this song is all about that. Listen. When I started talking about NASA, lost all my friends. So I don't want to talk about NASA ever again. My friends don't understand me. I wish they would. I tried to tell them about Nasser. Don't do no good. No, I don't want to talk about Nasser ever again. Every time I talk about Nasser, I lose another one of my friends. Every time I open my stupid mouth, something about Nasser comes flying out. So I ain't gonna talk about Nasser. Yeah. Well, you can lead a horse to water. You can't make it drink. And you can tell people about Nasser. You can't make them think. Well, they look at me and they roll their eyes. They shake their heads. They believe the papers and the TV instead. I don't want to talk about Nasser ever again. Every time I talk about Nasser, I lose another one of my friends. Every time I...
Well, just pause that there. Just say hello to Godzilla, who's in the Rumble side. Isn't playing that. Isn't finishing. Bless you, bro, and thanks for this. The rant super chat type thing. Channel support. Oh, Chanel Sapporo. Chanel Sapporo. Nice one, Egg Gorilla. Thanks, Egg Gorilla. Godzilla. Thanks for that, bro. Bless you, man. Bless you. $5 rant. Bless you, brother.
Open my stupid mouth. Something about Nasser comes flying out. So I ain't gonna talk about Nasser again. See, I just want my friends to know all of Nasser's lies. I hope one day my friends wake up and they realize. But I feel like I'm banging my head on the wall every single time. If I just got me a bunch of new friends, then I'll be doing fine. I don't want to talk about Nasser ever again. Every time I talk about Nasser, I lose another one of my friends. Every time I open my stupid mouth, something about Nasser comes flying out. So I ain't gonna talk about Nasser anymore. So I went down to the local bar to meet me a bunch of new friends. Well, I had myself just a couple of beers and started talking about Nasser again. Well, things got kind of ugly, and I was punched to the floor. No, I ain't gonna talk about Nasser. I don't wanna talk about Nasser ever again. Every time I talk about Nasser, I lose another one of my friends. Every time I open my stupid mouth, something about Nasser comes flying out. So I ain't gonna talk about Nasser. Everybody now. I don't wanna talk about Nasser, no, ever again. Every time I talk about Nasser, I lose another one of my friends. Every time I open my Ever again.
Never again. Nice one, Jim. Nice one. Bonus one for that at the end. Bonus one that. But to show you guys, Godzilla's super chat rant type thing, I'll share it the Rumble side so you can see kind of what it. Just the same as super chat, looks exactly the same. That is that side sort of thing. We just make that big for a sec. Oh no, that'll get rid of that. Of course, never thought of that. But there you go. If I did it that way, you see it there. That's it right there. Nice one, God. Bless you, man. Cheers for that. And there we go. Bless you guys in the chat. Thanks for being here. Spending time. Always a pleasure. Good to fellowship and good to learn these things. And thanks to Luke. Thanks to Vicky, who's in LR Flats, and Giannis, who's been in the chat. Bless you guys. Here the sun sets free. It's free. Indeed.
Indeed.
Bless
Thanks, PJ.
Indeed.
Always glad to speak with you.
That